I'm currently offering tax preparation services in Cedartown and Polk County. And you know what? I have been doing it for 6 years on Main Street here in Cedartown. I'm very optimistic, and as the economy recovers, improvements in the labor market will increase the number of people who need to file taxes, including those 11 million of undocumented immigrants that are here in this country would eventually have to file back taxes if there's a reform immigration signed into law. But consequently, over the next 5 years, revenue for the tax preparation services industry is projected to grow at an average annual rate of 1.3% to $10 billion. I got those figures from a website called ibisworld.com, and I want to be part of that industry. Currently, our customers are those who have been living here in the United States. In general, they speak Spanish. Some are bilingual, and sometimes they are referred as Latinos. Locally, the two largest cities with the most Hispanics or Latinos are in Rome and Marietta, Georgia. Currently, we attract people from Mexico, Central, and South America. Moments of truth would have to be parking, signage, and service. From the moment a customer arrives, they would see a recently renovated ample municipal parking lot here in Cedartown. And signage is very important for my business. And ultimately, exceptional customer service with a smile. And I want to make sure that every customer feels welcomed, and the attention giving while at their first visit, I want to make sure it's an experience they will never forget. Hey, the only challenge I faced when I opened my business was the need of having startup capital. And I needed that to make sure I had a reserve for at least 6 months to a year. And that was just to make sure I can keep the business open. But recently, I had to become creative, and I guess when the economy is slow, you become creative, and that's what I had to do with my business as far as trying to offer different services after April 15th, like amending returns, because you always have people looking for someone to correct a tax return that someone else committed an error on. And you know what? We're always open. We're open year-round, and we get those customers that are looking for someone to correct their returns. If it wasn't for the Cedartown Business Builders program that I participated in, and the encouragement and motivation that I received, it was amazing. You know what? It got me to produce a business plan. I knew what a business plan was, but it was in my head. Once I laid it out, now I know how to project. Because you know what? You could probably see this paper. I can project myself as far as where I want to be in 2 years or 3 years. How I can control my costs. If I can keep my costs down, maybe expand to other locations, my profit margin will increase. And that's where I like to be one day. And eventually, I think with the knowledge that I received through the Cedartown Business Builders, the experience I have as a tax preparer, and the continual research and development that I tirelessly do, I want to make sure I keep up with the current laws, even with immigration laws. Every time we hope for reform immigration to be signed into law, there's always a distraction. But you know what? We need to be prepared. I need to be prepared when that happens, and people are going to need for someone to prepare their taxes, and I want to be ready for them. I strive for 100% customer satisfaction. And what that means to me is this past tax season, I had 100% accuracy on all the electronically filed returns. But you know what? you're always going to have that 0.1% that someone may be unsatisfied, but that's okay. And I plan to empower my employees with on-the-spot resolution. I don't want the employee to wait for, I want to call my manager, I want to call to see if I can get an approval on that. I want them to feel empowered by offering the customer, the irate customer or the unsatisfied customer, a solution on the spot. Whether it has to do, if it has to do with a discounting the price, or you know what, as a business person, I need to clearly define when I can maybe refund their money back. So I need to make sure I have a refund policy in place, but very important to empower my employees with a solution on the spot mentality. If I win the People's Choice or the Shark Tank Award, I will use the money to develop a website and an app so I can have presence in the online world through computers, tablets, and smartphones. I want to be the next Starbucks or Mac, but in the tax preparation services. I think I can take this concept and convert it into a franchise. I want to make sure I can expand locally to eventually offer a franchise operation. Someone can buy the name and the concept for a certain amount, and we can be in every city. And I want to do it. I want to start it here locally. Apple started in a garage, and you know what? Taxes de America started on Main Street in Cedartown, Georgia. And I ask you, can something good come out of Cedartown, Georgia? And I believe, and I think so. And I see myself expanding to the other cities where you have heavily populated with Spanish-speaking communities. And I want to be able to service them through a website, through a smartphone. And you know what? I think everything is possible.